All right, so next we're going to move to Emily Kirk, sharing about language access among food producers.
Great, thank you. Aloha, everyone. Let me pull the slides up real quick. Does that look all right?
Does, yes.
Okay, perfect. Great. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here and for the opportunity to speak today. So my name is Emily Kirk, and I'm an extension agent for the Sustainable and Organic Ag program based on Kauai County. And today I wanted to talk about improving CTAHR's language access to support a more inclusive extension system in Hawaii, and acknowledge also our Hui members, including Soti, James Keach, myself, Roshan Manandar, Shannon Sand, Rosemary Gutierrez Corite, Janelle Yamamoto, Josh Silva, and Sharon Wages. So this is one of those interdepartmental programs that we're trying to address one of the larger issues that we've seen in the food system. So we're talking about language access. So what does that really mean? Well, for one thing, looking at the data from the US Census Bureau Community Survey, which from 2019, which is about the most recent that we have, in Hawaii residents ages 5 and older, we see that more than 26% speak a language other than English at home. And of those, about 12% self-identify as speaking English less than very well. And we don't have much data for the agricultural community specifically, but from some earlier data in 2005, we saw that among farm workers in conditions where they're either applying pesticides or pesticides are applied, that Ilocano was the first language for about 40% of those workers and agriculturalists. So I think from our experience, there's reason to believe that among the agricultural community, these numbers might be even higher. And the issue is really that language access, is a civil rights issue, which is protected both under the Civil Rights Act federally and also under Hawaii state law. And basically saying that any agency and all other covered entities need to take reasonable steps to ensure that there's meaningful access to services, programs, and activities by people who have limited English proficiency. And that's our obligation, to make sure that we're providing some level of equity of access to information and services, and that we are not discriminating based on national origin. So that's the law and what we're trying to do to build a more equitable extension service. And in Hawaii, it's a particular challenge. These are the 14 top languages spoken, and in some states there might be only a couple languages other than English that would meet this criteria, which is at least 5% of the state population or 1,000 people. But here in Hawaii, these are the top 14. And also mentioned that Tongan is number 15, and it's really on parity with Thai. So we're trying to reach a very diverse group of people speaking a wide range of languages here. And so in 2021, we started the Language Access Hui to try and address this issue a little bit, starting with understanding what resources are available within CTAHR, and then looking at how we can increase access to those existing resources, and then also looking at doing a comprehensive needs assessment for language access across the state for agricultural workers and producers, to try and fill that gap where there hasn't been any data collected in the past 16, 17 years now, to try and really identify the top needs and any kind of gaps in services, and then work to addressing those priority needs. And as part of this effort, we are revitalizing the LIFE program. That's the Local and Immigrant Farmer Education Program that was started by Jari Sugano and run by her team for many years, and had was been dormant for a while with a gap in grant funding. But now we're looking at really revitalizing this program. It was very successful in their model of working one-on-one with folks, and also doing group trainings and things that included translation and interpretation so that they would be accessible in the language that the producers can understand, of course. So for part of that, this is a screenshot of the website. We're working on getting that information up in those top 14 languages that are most prevalent here in the state. And also, if you all keep an eye out, we're just about to start circulating our language access survey. So this is going internally to CTAHR staff and faculty. And this is that effort to identify what resources are already available and see where there are faculty and also particular programs within the college that are servicing large numbers of people in the community who might have language barrier issues or could benefit from additional services and support, or where there's been interaction with folks and language barriers that prevent them from accessing services in the past. So please keep an eye out for this. The survey is live, so feel free if you want to grab that QR code, but it will be circulating around. So just keep an eye out and please do your best to take the time and participate, because this information will be super helpful for us to, again, see where those resources currently are, so we're not duplicating efforts, and making sure that we can target the resources we have to those priority needs and gaps going forward. And I would absolutely welcome anyone who's interested in this topic to reach out, and happy to talk with you all more on the issue. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Emily. That was great. And, again, just another really important program, not only for the equity, but, so often farm labor and accessibility of skilled labor is highlighted as a major, need for our local farms. And, as you highlight, a huge amount of those farm workers don't speak proficient English, and really challenging to reach out to those groups. And really commend you and your team for that work.